So this is a story of Bob the Ice Cube by me, Khunsig. So Bob is an ice cube and so I will be showing you how Bob is going to go from a solid to a liquid, and from a liquid to a gas, and from a gas to a liquid, and from a liquid to a solid, using water, because water does that all the time. So, yeah. So, here we go. So, Bob is what scientists call H2O. I don't know what that stands for, but it's water. Yeah, they call water H2O scientifically. So when Bob is an ice cube and is a solid. So when he's a solid, his molecules or matter stuff he's a frozen piece of water. He's a block of water that has been frozen, and there's an ant running around on my screen. But whatever. So Bob is a solid, as you can see right here. Solid. So his molecules or matter is stuffed real close together. And yeah. So he's just chilling right there. He's just chilling out. He's just chilling out. Bob is an ice cube. He's right here. He's right here. Right here. I'm tapping him. So Bob right now, he is a solid ice cube. He is made of. So Bob jumps out of the freezer, which he was in, and lands into a hot pan. But apparently, its heat gives Bob energy. And when Bob gets energy, he starts to melt. He starts to get warmer. And it's like, let's describe it like this. The hot pan is like a really fluffy and warm snow jacket that you could get. So he has that, it's like that, but he's getting really warm inside, and he's starting to get hot, and he starts to melt. He's melting is when a solid becomes a liquid. Like when you melt plastic, it smells terrible, but it becomes like a liquid and then changes how it looks. So, like water, you put an ice cube in a little box and you leave it out for a while, and then you come back, it's like wet and there's a little bit of it left, but it's like really all around it is just water. So that's kind of what melting, that's what happens when they melt. So yeah. So when Bob is a liquid,
Bob becomes a liquid.
He looks like that.
And apparently he flows.
He looks like this.
And like getting people wet.
So when he looks like this,
shot out
he's
of
just
us.
chilling and he's like flowing around.
So
his
when Bob is
molecules
liquid,
are just moving
his
around.
molecules are as tightly packed together, and they move around.
They're moving
like
real little.
Like
in water,
there's a molecule might move around there. There's another molecule that
but
might
not
move.
as fast. But it's like
They might move around, but in the solid, they would go.
I'm a free piece of molecule. La, la, la.
It's like really close together.
He's called a liquid. He has melted from being a solid and has become a liquid. So when he's a liquid,
that's what happens in a liquid.
The matter in him
when he's
look
chilling,
like
he's like
this. They're not so close together like water
he's chilling, and he's a
in
liquid.
solids. They're like this close together, but in water they're just moving around. So yeah. So Bob is starting to get warmer because he's still in the hot pan. But while Bob is getting warmer, he's starting to get hotter. He starts to get more energy, and then he starts. Sorry about that, but he starts to condense. No, not condense. I mean, vaporize. Yeah, vaporize. Don't listen to whatever I just said. Which said was condense. It's vaporizing. Okay, vaporizing. So when he vaporizes, he becomes a gas. And how is it done is that he starts getting warmer and warmer and warmer and becomes a gas. So, and it's really hot outside.
So Bob starts to feel warmer. He starts feeling hotter and hotter, and he starts like bubbling. He's like, "Oh, this is weird." So Bob soon finds out that he's evaporated. So when Bob is evaporating,
So while Bob is a gas, he's a cloud. He's a cloud. Not cloudy, but you can call him cloudy if you want to. So when Bob is a gas, he has a lot of space in him. It's like the molecules are like, whoa, I'm free, you can't touch me, whatever. But he's a gas, aka cloud.
so when Bob is a gas, and I don't know why this is here, but yeah. No. Oh, what? Never mind. Don't. You didn't see that. You never.
So when Bob is the gas, he starts flying around the world. He goes over Europe, then he goes over Ireland, then he goes over the U.S. And once he gets to got to Canada, the air started getting colder when he got closer to Greenland. He started getting cold. He went past Greenland, and he started getting colder. And so once he was over New York, a bunch of other clouds, he started to get really cold. The air was really cold. So then he started to feel like he's becoming water. So this is Bob as a cloud, and the air is really cold. So he starts raining, which is also condensing. So yeah, it's also condensing, and I don't know when I'm pulling down my notifications, but so when it's also condensing. So when Bob is condensing, he becomes a liquid. And condensing is like, you know what condensing is? It's like you have a nice glass of cold water, and then like water starts forming onto it and stuff. Like water starts going on the side and going drip, 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 drip on the sides. So yeah, that's condensing. But right now it's raining. So when it's raining, Bob is condensing, which I've already explained. So yeah, so there's Bob. He's just chilling out. He's like, yo. So yeah. So some kid named Joey, he scooped Bob up for some science thing and wanted to see what happens what would make Bob freeze. So first thing he left Bob out in the cold weather. Bob didn't freeze. Bob was like, So then he put him in the freezer because it said freezer. Duh, freezer. So when he put Bob in the freezer, Bob started to get cold. And the next day when he came to check on Bob, he actually found out that it has to be really cold in order for Bob to freeze. So when Bob freezes, he becomes a solid. So yeah, he becomes the solid that you would call. So he's a solid, and sorry about some of that, but I was just moving. So Bob is freezing in the freezer, which is right here, or for some of you, the ice box, or whatever you want to call it. Freezer, ice box, I don't care. So yeah. So Bob is now becoming, and so when the kid took him out the next day, he found out that Bob is now an ice cube. So when Bob is an ice cube, Bob's molecules or matter in him are like this. Now he's a solid and he's been frozen, so his molecules in him are tightly packed together and just vibrate like this now, instead of moving around. So yeah, when Bob has become a liquid, a solid again. So Bob is a solid. So thanks for watching, I guess. And thanks for watching my video and blah 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 blah, whatever people would say. And yeah, thanks for watching my video. Thanks. You can interpret thanks in whatever language you want to. So yeah. Bob wanted to say bye, so he's saying bye-bye, and that's Bob. So in this video, after editing it and looking over it, I found that there were some glitches, bugs, whatever you want to call it. So sorry, but at least I've explained it. I never purposefully did not draw it, but it's probably just a glitch bug or uploading error, I don't know. But yeah, thanks.